there are three different kinds of gamers. There's those who game to have fun, those who play games to kick ass, and those who buy games because their friends bought them or because the film was good. I'm a bit of both of the first two, although the amount really depends on what the game is. With racing games, especially Mario Kart, I'm about 95% kick ass, which means that when I'm doing really well in a game and suddenly someone overtakes me, I then go completely berserk and will not stop playing the game until I've annihilated all who stand in my way, which can take some time, but does have its advantages. Now, the first thing I'll be reviewing is the Grand Prix. Now, the Grand Prix in Mario Kart DS are acceptably challenging. The power sliding thing is fun once you get the hang of it, and the racetracks are actually quite pretty. In fact, almost distractingly pretty. Ah! Damn it! Next up, there's the individual tracks, and there are a couple I'd like to point and laugh at. The first is Shroom Ridge. Yeah, it's the best picture I could find, sorry. It's a perfectly normal track in that you race around a street, a couple of bottomless cliffs to watch out for, except there's non-racing traffic to avoid. I'm sorry, but some of the drivers are really stupid. I mean, I lost track of the amount of times I've been run over by these people. I mean, admittedly, I'm the one shooting down the wrong side of the road at 100 miles an hour while throwing shells at people, but still. Secondly, there's the Rainbow Road. Again, best picture I could find. Now, the Rainbow Road is a recurring racetrack in the Mario Kart series, and it's famous for two reasons. One, it's very pretty, and second, you can't stay on it for 5 seconds without falling off. And before you send me a message saying, Interspark, I've never fallen off the Rainbow Road, allow me to point out where you're going wrong. You see, when it goes 3, 2, 1, go, you press this button. Then, when the road turns, you press one of these two buttons, and that's when you start falling off. Next up, there's the missions. Now, the missions in Mario Kart DS are simple enough. Break all these, go through these, kill all these. Seems a bit harsh to me, but what can you do? After you've done a mission, it'll grade you. Now, I don't know about you, but when I come up against something that I'm very good at, I become two things. One, a perfectionist, and two, perseverant. When you put the two together, and I get a result that's lower than double star, the highest being triple star, and double star, and star, and A and B and C and D, I once again go completely berserk and will not stop playing the game until I get the grade I'm after. Now, at the end of each group of missions, you have to battle or race a boss, and one of them was the Goom Boss, which is a strangely dressed giant Goomba. And although you'd be surprised a Goomba of that size and shape could move at all, it's surprisingly fast. In fact, if it didn't stop every 10 seconds to spit out a load of Goombas, it'd be virtually unbeatable. And finally, you may have noticed that I've been making this face a lot in this review. Like there, and there, and there, and there. Well, I suppose that face pretty much sums up Mario Kart DS. It's the kind of game that drives you mad to just the right extent. And I know I'm going to sound like a terrible cliche of an advert here, but it's also a good game to play against friends, and to show up your friends with if you win. But remember kids, it's not all about winning. No, it's only about 80–90% winning. So mostly, but not all. Oh, and I just remembered there's a fourth kind of video gamer. Other. These are the kind of people who will buy the game, play incredibly tedious tasks and not be sure why. In their later years they'll realise they've been wasting their time. So to review, literally, Mario Kart DS is challenging, fun, challenging, challenging, fun, challenging, and fun. So it's great if you like that kind of thing, but to be honest, I'll probably get bored with it in a few days and go back to playing Majora's Mask. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, look at my awesome new logo. Look how awesome it is. Love my new logo.